out low blow.
Usyk.
You're an Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though. Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk gonna win.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, but I salute Don Usyk, the great Usyk.
Boxing legends and champions alike believe Oleksandr Usyk may never taste defeat due to his extraordinary ring intelligence and unmatched technical skills. Anthony Joshua highlights that Usyk doesn't rely on raw power, but rather elite footwork, sharp timing, and tactical brilliance. His ability to adapt, outthink, and outmaneuver opponents makes him a unique challenge. Many consider him a true master of the sweet science, dominant through pure boxing craft, not sheer force.
When Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk, realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on us.
Terence Crawford has never hidden his admiration for Oleksandr Usyk. In nearly every major heavyweight matchup, Crawford confidently picked Usyk to win, regardless of who stood in the opposite corner. Before the highly anticipated clash with Tyson Fury, Crawford explained his reasoning in detail. Usyk's superior footwork, precise timing, and fluid combination punching present a style too intricate for most heavyweights to handle. Even the strongest and most physically imposing fighters struggle with Usyk's movement-based approach. Crawford's belief that skill trumps size proved accurate when Usyk convincingly defeated Fury in the ring.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk.
What? But you seen the first fight, though.
Usyk.
Right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow.
If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that. You would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you. Right. That makes sense. But that wasn't a. No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that a low blow.
Usyk.
You're an Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though. Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk gonna win.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
No.
I picked him both times.
No, the first time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was going to give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he's not, he never was fighting people that's as elusive as.
Lennox Lewis, former undisputed heavyweight champion, praised Oleksandr Usyk for his exceptional technical skill and high ring IQ. Lewis even suggested that Usyk's abilities would have made him a formidable force in the golden era of heavyweights, among legends like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Coming from someone who thrived in that brutal era, the compliment carries weight. Lewis emphasized Usyk's adaptability and intelligence as keys to success against any generation.
What do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts, so he wouldn't have been able to stand up to that.
Renowned trainer and boxing analyst Teddy Atlas offered the highest praise for Oleksandr Usyk, declaring that no fighter in today's era can surpass him. Atlas emphasized that Usyk's championship status is not only deserved but undeniable. Reflecting on Usyk's bout with Daniel Dubois, he highlighted how Usyk's presence alone had a psychological impact. From a first bell, Usyk radiated confidence and control, while Dubois appeared hesitant and unsure. Atlas stressed that it wasn't just Usyk's skills, but his aura that broke Dubois mentally.
Nobody. He's staring and doing this stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who takes it off first? Dubois. Okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up. He's standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this. And you can see Dubois like like the kid at the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing, and he's trying to find his way back. He's trying to find his way back into the games. You know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back, and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you could see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they're looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counter puncher show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his hand.
Boxing analysts are increasingly recognizing Oleksandr Usyk as one of the greatest fighters of all time. After becoming undisputed at cruiserweight, he moved up to heavyweight and defeated top-tier opponents like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, and Tyson Fury multiple times. Even more impressive is that, at 38 years old, Usyk shows no signs of decline. His performances continue to defy age and expectations. Many experts now believe no active fighter possesses the tools to beat him. Watching Usyk today feels like witnessing true greatness unfold in real time.
Heavyweight, he's now beaten Joshua twice, he's beaten Fury twice, he's beaten Dubois twice, he's cleared out cruiserweight, he's cleared out heavyweight, he's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlative, we're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury. I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe.
No, the whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot, but the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. Whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over the top of the southpaw jab.
Many in the boxing world believe Oleksandr Usyk has already cemented his legacy. His accomplishments at cruiserweight, becoming undisputed, and winning the prestigious Muhammad Ali Trophy were enough to place him among the sport's elite. However, his seamless transition to heavyweight and continued dominance have taken his legacy to even greater heights. Fans and critics alike agree that Usyk has nothing left to prove. Every fight he takes from this point on simply adds to an already legendary career.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, two-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali Trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest. He's earned the rest. but we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire, but if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he wants a trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and a Kamael and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't gripe about that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot out of those three names. He does. Because Joshua's coming up back from a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Wallin, at least he's got some wins together.
While Tyson Fury appears eager for a third fight, many observers question whether it's necessary. Usyk has already asserted his dominance by defeating Fury twice, leaving little to prove from a legacy standpoint. Unless Usyk chooses to delay retirement for financial reasons or public demand, a third bout feels redundant. Most believe only Fury still sees a different outcome, while the rest of the boxing world has accepted Usyk's clear superiority. What truly sets Usyk apart from nearly every other fighter is his extraordinary ring IQ. He doesn't rely on brute strength or knockout power. Instead, he dissects opponents like a chess grandmaster, adjusting his strategy round by round. His control of distance, angles, and pace makes him nearly impossible to corner or outthink. Analysts often note that this level of fight intelligence isn't something you can train. It's instinctive. That rare ability is what makes Usyk such a formidable force across multiple weight divisions, and a nightmare matchup for anyone.
Assured he's punching harder than he's ever punched. Seems to be a different guy. I mean, if you know Daniel Dubois, he's a really lovely fella, big smile on his face, don't speak a lot, but he always shakes your hand and says hello, and a nice guy, but a powerhouse. He can knock buildings down him with his punches. But Usyk's so clever. Usyk's that clever. He's just so clever. You know, though when Tyson fought each other, that was a marriage of minds, wasn't it? It was a marriage of minds, and you know, and everybody thinks he's going to walk through him. Well, nobody's walked through him yet, have they? Have you seen anybody walk through Usyk? Because I haven't.
Vladimir Klitschko, a legendary heavyweight in his own right, once sparred with Oleksandr Usyk and was highly impressed by his technique. Klitschko noted that Usyk's success isn't rooted in size or power, but in years of disciplined training and refined skill. He praised Usyk's rare ability to bring lightweight-like movement and the precise punch accuracy of a seasoned veteran to the heavyweight division.
What it feels like to stand in the ring and fight in a sparring session with Oleksandr. As I said, technical fighter, just absolutely technical fighter, and he has improved much more since we sparred. So he got even better.
If he wins on Saturday, would you like to see him retire then, go out on top?
That's his decision, whatever you want to do. I think everyone decides for himself when is the time to say goodbye.
You just have to ask as well, Vladimir, there's been a lot of talk that you've had a few conversations with Turki Al Sheikh, those here in Saudi Arabia, about returning yourself. Is that the case? Do we see you back in the ring maybe next year or so?
So 2025 is going to be very exciting. And, you know, for this question, like, are you coming?
Following his recent triumphs, many are now calling Oleksandr Usyk the greatest heavyweight of all time. His undefeated record, historic achievements, and dominance across two weight divisions support this bold claim. Unlike many past champions who remained in a single class, Usyk rose through the ranks and beat the best in two vastly different arenas. In a sport where size often reigns supreme, Usyk's ability to conquer with skill sets him apart from the rest.
So Oleksandr Usyk just stopped Daniel Dubois in the 5th round, bro. And honestly, at this point, it's almost who can you compare to Oleksandr Usyk, bro? Like, bro, somebody got to nerf this nigga, bro. He stopped everybody in his era, bro, with a big name. Besides Deontay Wilder, but I feel like we all know who we know. But beating people like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, man, the list goes on, bro. And doing this coming from cruiserweight is actually insane, bro. Like, we actually got to start putting him in that conversation, bro, because I really don't see nobody you can put ahead of him, honestly, in my humble opinion. I guess you can put Ali in front of him for what he did outside the ring, but inside the ring, bro, I don't see nobody matching his skills or usage, bro. He got the timing, his footwork is crazy, he got stamina, like, he got everything that you want, especially in the heavyweight. He got poise, even if he get rocked. Like, he got a chin, like, the dude got the whole package, bro. So, yeah, bro, somebody needs to nerf this nigga, man. Let me know what y'all think.
Usyk's greatness goes beyond statistics. It's defined by the caliber of opponents he has defeated. His back-to-back victories over Tyson Fury, widely considered one of the top heavyweights of this generation, are especially meaningful. Usyk didn't just edge out wins. He beat Fury with composure, precision, and undeniable class. These weren't close calls or controversial outcomes. They were clear displays of superiority. The ease with which Usyk handled such elite competition only solidifies his place among boxing's all-time greats.
Now, I'm not somebody to quickly put someone in the GOAT conversation, but Usyk is making a very, very good case. He's once again the undisputed heavyweight champion, which is an incredible accomplishment in its own right. But the guys he's beat are even more impressive. Tyson Fury looked unstoppable at one point. Usyk has beat him twice. Anthony Joshua was another guy who a lot of people expected to contend for that heavyweight title for a long time. Usyk has beat him twice. Then, of course, yesterday you had Daniel Dubois, a guy who some people thought could beat Usyk on the right day. Turns out the last 2 times he's gone against Usyk have not been the right day. Usyk has beaten him. Most recently yesterday, where he beat him again in a knockout. He's undefeated. He's got a 62.5% KO rate. He is literally the undisputed heavyweight champion, #1 in the world. Not much else you can say, man. Usyk is absolutely ridiculous. He's the greatest fighter on the planet, and I don't really think there can be any debates on it at this point. There is not a heavyweight that can touch him. Granted, he is older. I think he's like 36 to 38, so he's actually aging a little bit. So it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts him. But for right now, man, Usyk is the guy. Again, I'm not someone who usually wants to put people in GOAT conversations this early. But look, it's about time to have some uncomfortable discussions about Usyk and your favorite boxer.
Tony Bellew, who once stepped into the ring with Oleksandr Usyk, offered a brutally honest reflection on the experience. Bellew admitted that Usyk's relentless pace and technical pressure left him completely exhausted. He revealed that he gave everything he had for 6 rounds, but by the 7th, he was mentally and physically broken. That slow, methodical breakdown is what defines Usyk's style. He doesn't rush. He dissects opponents with patience, precision, and composure until they have nothing left out. Usyk's fight against Daniel Dubois was more than just another victory. It was a powerful statement. With clinical accuracy and unwavering control, he reminded the world why many consider him the greatest of his generation. In fact, his recent performances have sparked serious debates about his place among the best fighters of all time. What stunned fans and analysts most about the Dubois fight was how effortless Usyk made it look. A bout many expected to be a stern test turned into a one-sided masterclass. Usyk ended the fight in the 5th round with such dominance that it left spectators speechless. The gap in skill was so vast, it almost felt unfair.
I think Usyk has eclipsed Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder of this generation. He's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this generation. He's not afraid to face anybody. You understand? He defeated Anthony Joshua twice. He defeated Tyson Fury twice. He will knock out Deontay Wilder. So he's the greatest boxer. He's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this generation. So he defeated Daniel Dubois 5 knockouts to become the undisputed heavyweight champion again. In the build up to the game, he went and lose a lot of weight. And his style is southpaw, lefty. So he give you one, So he's the greatest heavyweight boxer of this particular generation. Like he just
Now firmly regarded as one of boxing's all-time greats, Oleksandr Usyk's journey has shattered expectations and silenced critics. As a Ukrainian fighter, he didn't always receive the spotlight or media buzz enjoyed by boxers in the UK or US. British audiences, in particular, were slow to recognize his brilliance. But behind the scenes, Usyk was grinding, training relentlessly, refining his skills, and preparing to make history. And now that he has, it's clear he wasn't overlooked. He was simply rising beyond reach.
How high is Oleksandr Usyk all-time on the GOAT list? I've seen a lot of debate that he's top 5 already, top 10, shouldn't be in the top 10 yet. So here's my thoughts on it. I think you can put him anywhere from like number 4 to number 10 all-time. But he should definitely be in everyone's top 10. You know, 2-division undisputed champion at cruiserweight and heavyweight. And he probably has the 2 best undisputed runs of the 4-belt era. At cruiserweight, he beat everyone in enemy territory. Glowacki in Poland, Breedis in Latvia, Gassiv in Russia, Bellew in the UK. At heavyweight, he beat all the Brits, mostly on enemy territory twice. You know, Joshua twice, Fury twice, Dubois twice. You know, of that post-Mayweather-Pacquiao era, I think he's definitely the greatest. Now, I have Usyk number 8. For reference, I have Floyd 1, Manny 2, Ali 3, Robinson 4, Duran 5, Leonard 6, Roy Jones 7, and then Usyk at 8. I know there's a whole debate right now about Usyk and Ali. Of course, Usyk's more skilled than Ali, but I think Ali's resume is greater, which is why I have him higher. But I'm curious to know how high people have Usyk now all time, without recency bias.
That's all for today's video. Stay tuned next time.